Hi, this is Rohrich. I'm a board certified plastic surgeon in Dallas, and you are listening to Interview with the Surgeon Agent.
On this episode of Interview with the Surgeon, we welcome Dr. Rohrich, an internationally known, highly respected plastic surgeon with a global clinical practice at Dallas Plastic Surgery Institute. He is also a clinical professor of plastic surgery at the Baylor College of Medicine and has led most of the key professional organizations in plastic surgery in the United States. Dr. Rohrich has been honored by his peers to be one of the most influential physicians and plastic surgeons in this current era. He served as president of the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, president of the Association of Academic Chairs of Plastic Surgery, president and founding member of the Rhinoplasty Society, president of the Dallas Society of Plastic Surgeons, president of the Texas Society of Plastic Surgeons. He's also chaired the Residency Review Committee for Plastic Surgery and served as director and chair of the oral exam of the American Board of Plastic Surgery. He has received numerous honors and awards in plastic and cosmetic surgery, both nationally and internationally, and has also been featured on The Oprah Winfrey Show, The View, and Good Morning America.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining Interview with the Surgeon. Today, we welcome Dr. Rohrich. Doc, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you for being with us. So starting out, can you kind of take us through and let us know what your goals and aspirations were during your residency and how those changed throughout your fellowship?
Well, my goals in residency and fellowship have always been the same. They've never changed. To be the best you can be every day. And that's what my mantra has been from day one, from when I was a medical student to when I became a resident. And I knew what I wanted to do. I was focused on being, running a huge program and eventually, running the journal and being somebody that would not only be a leader in our specialty, but also somebody that would give back. And so my goals have not changed. I was fortunate to find a specialty that I really love, and that's plastic surgery. And, very few people in their entire life ever find something that is truly not a job. It's just a way of life. It's what I do. So every day when I wake up, I am going and doing something that I love to do. And that happens to be plastic surgery, and that's my job. And that's really not a job. It's a way of life. It's what I do every day, inside and out. So I'm lucky to do that. So for me, it's been great. I just want to have people do and enjoy what I do. And I try and teach that to my fellows, my residents, my kids. You got to love what you do. You got to have the passion to do it. And if you have the passion and you work hard, the impossible becomes possible.
So kind of taking us through that last year of your fellowship, what was your mentality heading into your first job search and how that perspective changed in the beginning years of your career?
Well, when I finished in Boston, I had 7 job offers, and I took the one that offered the least amount of money, but the greatest opportunity with the greatest people. And I think that's what you should do. Never, money is not, if you're looking to make money when you first start out, then you're looking at the wrong thing. You have to look at where you want to live, what you want to do, and who you want to do it with. And the opportunities. I came to Dallas. Dallas had great opportunities. It was the lowest job offer I had of all of the places, including staying at Boston and Yale and other places. But it was the one that had the greatest opportunity for growing, and I made it the biggest and the best plastic surgery training program in the world. And, and I think that's what you got to look for. And, you always have to aim high. If you don't aim high, you get there.
I know that you've had a storied career so far. Can you kind of talk about what were some of the keys to your success that shaped your early career?
I think the keys that shaped my early career in Dallas was my focus on education, my focus on excellence, my focus on being the best I could be every day. And it's really 2 4-letter words that very few people like to do, and it's called hard and work. You work hard and everything else is easy, and you stay focused. I think so many people, are not focused. And the last thing you have to have is you have to have passion. If you work hard and you're not focused and don't have passion, you will go nowhere.
So during your career, were you focused more on the academic side or private practice side, and when did those switch over?
Well, academics is a state of mind. I can tell you in plastic surgery, some of the most brilliant people I know are actually in private practice. So academics doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, I've been in academics most of my career, and I've written almost 1,000 articles and lectured in, 80 some countries. But I don't think that means anything. I think, what did you contribute? What did you leave and make plastic surgery a better specialty? That's the real question. And I can tell you, most people that are in academics probably couldn't say yes to that. So academics is a state of mind. It has to come from your heart. If you're truly academic, it means that you give back, you're a great teacher, and you're innovating. So I will tell you that, to me, that's immaterial. I mean, and I'm a true clinician. So actually I practice what I preach. And so in other words, I teach people, and the best way to teach people is that they watch what you do. They never watch what you say. I have a couple of kids, and you can tell them all kinds of things, but they'll only do what you do, not what you say. And it's the same with residents, the same with fellows. So, the path is simple. Work hard, stay focused, be passionate, be honest, and you will prosper wherever you go. I don't care where you go. If you go to LA or New York or Dallas, it doesn't matter. I mean, people always say, oh yeah, there's too many people there. That doesn't mean anything. There's always room for cream at the top, always.
Now, you've dealt with residents and fellows for a long time. What advice do you give them when they're heading into the job market for the first time?
I say, go to where you want to live, where you want to raise a family, and settle in, and join people that you like. I think those are the biggest mistakes that I see people make. And I tell my fellows and residents that all the time. You know, don't say, well, this is a stepping stone. I'm going to go to Timbuktu or join somebody that's not a good person. You got to start at a plateau with people that you like, that you trust, and go to a place that you want to go. I don't care where it is. And once you do that, then the rest of it is just building your foundation for excellence. But you've got to have that foundation. Hang out with people you like and go to a place you want to be. Otherwise, you're going to be set up for failure every time.
Now, you've been either a founder or a chair of multiple societies and organizations. Can you kind of talk through some of them that have meant the most to you?
Well, I think the most, maybe my family. I think, my kids, and that's probably the best by far of anything I've ever done. After that, it's probably, teaching rhinoplasty. I actually, Dallas Rhinoplasty was founded by one of my great mentors, Dr. Jack Gunter, who's now deceased, but I continue his tradition of excellence in teaching. We've taught over almost 20,000 plastic surgeons around the world. And I think that's really an important thing to do. So that, along with the Rhinoplasty Society, I've been president of the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, which is also a great society that has, the largest number of plastic surgeons that are board certified in the world. I think all of those, what it really means is that you want to do more than just, take. You have to give back. I think in this world today, you have to learn that the moment you give back more, you'll receive more. And so few people understand that. So I think that's an essential part of being not only a plastic surgeon, but as a human. So when I watch people that take, they never, ever go anywhere. I don't care how great they are. They will perish. So I like people that give back, that work hard, that are focused, and that are passionate.
So now thinking about that, with your involvement with all these societies, and now with the pandemic this year, everything's being done virtually right now. So what advice do you have for the graduating class regarding their networking and outreaching process?
I think that they should do the same thing. Obviously things have changed a bit with COVID, but I think they should still follow their dream of where they want to go. If anything, it's gotten better. I think I probably have reached, during the center of COVID, I probably did maybe 20 grand rounds and about 30 Zooms around the US and the world. And I probably reached more people than I did if I went there. I would give talks in Europe and there'd be 700 people on a Saturday morning. Now, if I go to Europe and I go to a meeting, I'm not going to have 700 plastic surgeons there. So I'm actually reaching more people now. So I would say stay involved, be an active participant in things you love to do, and get involved in social media. I mean, whatever you like to do. I mean, social media is like your website when I was training. Social media is transformed everything, because if you're not on social media and branding yourself and doing it yourself and not having somebody else do it, you're no one. And you have to realize that. And you have to teach, I mean, you have to learn that. I mean, I teach my fellows and residents that every day, but because it brands who you are. And that really is your voice to the world.
Now, I think it would be interesting to hear from you with the success that you've had throughout your career. Are there any things that you went through in those first beginning years while you were getting going, maybe mistakes that were made that looking back now, you would have given your younger self better advice?
Only hire people you like. And if they don't work out, fire them early. Always part ways in a congenial manner. And above all, only hang out with people you like that have a positive attitude. If you learn those things, you will succeed so rapidly, because there's 5 people in your entire life that will change you or break you. Choose wisely. The one parting comment is that the key to becoming great is you surround yourself with people that are as good or better than you. That is the most well-known secret that hardly anybody ever practices, because they're afraid to do that. All the people in my office are phenomenal. When I tell my patients, I said, everybody in my office is as good or better than me. If they're not, you can text me at night, because I give them my cell number. Don't be afraid to do that.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Interview with the Surgeon. Until next time, stay focused and keep following your dreams.